continuer.
Can you all recognize her? Newcomers are going to sit on the chair, and then they will be interacting with other members, and then they will share about their lives, about their experiences in the learning process. So it's an activity which helps us to get to know each other. Right? So now let's go. Any other questions?
And I want to build school for fathers and mothers' children, and I want to learn them this language.
All right, great.
International. Even if you go France, they speak French, but for the company, I mean, you have to speak English because you will find there many people come from many countries. Like you can find a friend come from India, and if you speak English, you will understand. Yes, of course, or China, Japanese, something like that. So the English is the way to do everything with this.
To achieve your goal.
Yes.
To speak English without the English club, because it's set out just 2 days in the week. So without the English club, which way you use to improve your level in English to speak with other people?
Yes.
But to be fluent, I think we should attend the English club. But it helped me a lot in my level of speaking.
Very good. So thinking of the member of this English club wants to perform something in front of Her Excellency. So would you mind coming, please? Can you clap your hands?
It's a big family, yes, ready for 21st century. We are English lovers, living in harmony. We are brothers and sisters indeed. We are brothers and sisters indeed. Yes, we're brothers and sisters indeed. Oh, 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 if you want to make it, oh, 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 this is the place to be. Oh, 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 if you want to make it, oh, 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 this is the place to be. We're brothers and sisters, we're brothers and sisters, yeah, we're brothers and sisters.
Enthusiastic to learn English. That's fabulous. Easier for me, I don't have to talk French. So we have a long long history of cooperation between the Embassy and BSI. It was the Queen who came to lay the foundation stone 52 years ago, a very young Queen. And I have a photograph in my residence of the Queen coming to lay the stone with President Senghor. But I wanted to come here today to talk about what BSI is now and the future of BSI, and it's brilliant to see all these young people wanting to learn English. And as you were saying, English isn't the international language, it's the most widely spoken language in the world, so it really does help if you want to travel. It is also the language of business, it's the language of the internet, it's the language of technology, it opens so many doors. So I think it's fantastic that you're all putting in that extra effort to come to the English Club. And so I wanted to come here today to meet all of you, and I'm open for questions. If you want to ask me questions, rather than me ask you.
What I would like to know is that we are in the BSI. I myself am studying inside the school. So whatever whenever I would like to maybe some income in the future to maybe further my studies, something like that. The students of at the BSI, if I would like to further my study down in England, something like that. So are you ready maybe one day to help us in order to achieve our dreams? Because we have many students in here, they don't have anything else, they're not doing anything else. They just focus on English and they think that English is their future. You see what I'm talking about? So if ever they would like to maybe further their studies, so are you ready to help them?
So yes, we have, which is open to anybody who's going on to do a master's, which is a fully funded master's in the UK. And you need to have a good level of English as well as your degree to do it. So what you're all doing here would enable you to access that program. And we want to get as many people as possible to apply, so we pick the best people. We're looking for the future leaders, future business leaders, future political leaders, future environmental leaders to come on our program. And it gives you a chance to live in the UK for about 15 months and to really immerse yourself in the language, get a bit cold, eat our food. There's some more downsides as well. So if you go online and look at Tutoring, it's an annual program. We have just increased our number of scholarships from 2 to 12. So we now have 12 places each year, which are available for all of you. We're now one of the biggest investors in Senegal, and British companies wouldn't be coming here if they didn't have confidence in the economic growth, in the stability, in the future for the country. In January, we invited 21 heads of state from Africa, including His Excellency President Sall, to come to London to talk about UK investment in Africa. And it was thousands of people there, business people, finance London, because people can see that a country like Senegal has incredible prospects for British businesses. But our aim is to create a partnership which is also beneficial for people of Senegal. So we want partnership which creates jobs and opportunity and employment for people in Senegal as well as for British business. And so that summit in January was a big part of that. Being a tourist and visiting, and as long as you follow the rules and processes and you can submit all the documents and prove that you can finance your stay, then if you can follow all the rules, then the visas are there for people. And we have recently made big efforts to improve the system here, so people can have their visas and their answer much more quickly. So it is all available online. I realise it is frustrating. I hear this from lots of people. I do understand, and I do understand also that it feels unfair because we can come here without a visa. So I hear those messages. The policy for visas is set for the whole world, and we have put in. We've said these are our categories of visitors, and these are the requirements that we need. But if you meet those, then we want people to visit the UK. The Prime Minister has been very clear. The UK is really open for students, for the brightest and best to come and work with us, for visits, whatever.
For those who hadn't had the opportunity to ask.
If there's one more burning question, I'm happy to take it.
Okay, go ahead. Frank.
I know that England, UK is a great country and powerful country. Why I feel that you don't promote enough your country like US and French? Because when you see most of young people here, they want to go in French or in US. It's rare to hear that people want to go in UK. Why are you so, I can say, a little bit shy, or you are not moving enough for that?
I'm trying very much to get people to say UK. So you tell me what you think we should do more. We have been traditionally a really small embassy. This isn't somewhere where we've had a particularly big footprint, whereas the French embassy and the American embassy are huge. So they have whole teams dedicated to PR, comms, that kind of thing. We have been a tiny embassy. We have doubled in size in the last 6 months. And now, say, the UK and Senegal is now the biggest investor. So we are completely transforming how we are here. It's clear from what you say that you don't think that our public image has got there yet. So let's hear from you. What better social media? What could we do? More cultural events, more films? What do you think would make people more excited about the UK?
What do you think?
What do you want?
Maybe football.
We don't need our favourites there. Football is all that.
It's better.
Having a very good command of English.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, really. Okay. So this is run by students,
Yes.
not teachers. I am not a teacher. I am a student.
Yes.
I am a student as them. And then we are very honored and glad for having you here. This institute has seen so many brilliant people, and then hopefully we are going to succeed in the language because we are English lovers and we gather in here 2 times per week on Wednesday afternoon and Saturday morning to improve our English, to further our knowledge in the language. And then also, this is something that I really want to do. And then I'm going to ask you if it will be possible to come and then visit the British Embassy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, with the students, so that it will be a very good experience for them, to get in touch with Britain people and then interact with them. That will help them a lot.
Come and have an English club in the residence.
Of course.
With embassy staff. That would be lovely. And I'll give you proper tea. I have proper tea. Proper British tea.
I think we will need to work on it because the chairman of this English club has traveled, but he will come back in a couple of weeks. And then we are going to plan it and reorganize ourselves, and we'll come back to you.
Okay.
But thank you very much.
No, that's
we
okay.
are very
We'd love to
glad
have you there.
and honored, right? So guys, let's say thank you.
That the writer of the Queens, we have some of these although we got them from election, and they are that the writer of the Queens, we have some of these although we got them from election, and there are others that the writer of the Queens, we have some of